It's your girl and boy coming at you live.
You're really stuck on that, huh?
Yeah.
How to build a PC first.
How to build a PC. How do you build a
In
PC?
a tutorial. This tutorial. Oh my god, should we do a tutorial?
No.
Okay,
No.
we're leaving. Ah, how do I leave? Let me leave. But don't tell me what to do, I'm leaving. Okay, we're doing a new game.
No training.
Okay, go to your PC by the doorway and open the email program. You've
Yeah.
got mail.
You don't. Oh, it has Oh yeah, I forgot it has the desktop picture that I have on my desktop.
I don't even know why you have this picture. Okay, thanks for taking over the PC shop for me. Not a better state. The company has no money. The rent and energy bills come out monthly. Make sure you have the money for 'em. I had a job to go through, which should help with the rent. See the email below. Remember to use your thermal paste when putting in the CPU. I also always forget, and the PCs overheat. You're a professional at putting these together, but you forget thermal paste.
Well, I forgot on the heatsink to take the plastic off.
Even though it said clearly on the sticker to take it off.
Yeah.
So we're all set up.
It's almost like
It's my company now, so run it how you see fit.
I'm an idiot who's been making PCs for a long time.
P.S. I had to borrow $15 for fuel. You know how it is. And here's a virus scam one. They want you to scam for viruses for $100. And
Who needs that?
it shows us all the PC stats for some reason.
Yeah, okay.
And, oh, I teleported!
Ah.
Okay, I gotta right click to pick up the PC.
Oh, I thought that box said Satan for a second. It's like Satan wants us to fix his PC? Oh my god.
Okay, we need to run a virus scan. Press 3 or the cable button and plug the monitor, keyboard, and mouse to power the PC.
Okay.
Okay, 3 for cable.
3 for cable. Cable.
Plug it in. Plug it in.
And you ain't gotta look at it.
I don't.
Just look at it. Just the
It
glass
glows.
casing.
It glows. I don't have to look at a manual or anything.
Don't have to look
That's,
at the
that's
back of
helpful. Insert the USB drive into the back of the PC to install virus scanner. Wait a minute, this sounds like a terrible fucking idea. I mean, imagine I get a bunch of virus scans every week, and I use the same USB on all of them.
USB drive is the most secure security. You cannot be corrupted. Never.
But I'm supposed to just put in everything that ever comes here to have an antivirus check. Where do I get this thing from?
Can never be.
I think I
corrupted.
remember.
It is totally safe.
Where do I get my USB drive? Oh, install. Right? Okay, thermal paste.
Thermal paste.
I
Can
just
you build a computer with lint? That's the real question.
Now press P to power on the machine.
Can you just put your lips up to that case, just suck out all the lint, and then build a new one?
Welcome to Omega OS, the operating system of choice. Add or remove programs to install the virus scanner. Don't forget to restart the PC after installed.
You know the best antivirus software is Cortana.
They have no programs on their PC. Why do they even need me? Why did they manage to get only a virus on their PC but no other programs? Did the virus already delete all their programs?
It's too late now.
We are too late. We cannot save them.
Oh, I thought it crashed the whole game. The virus got you.
Virus got me. Okay.
Please put me on a
There we
USB.
go. Okay, we didn't remove the viruses. Start scanning.
Hey,
How many files do you have infected?
You want to know a cool
All done.
virus name?
What?
Spectre. Inspector Gadget.
Okay, we gotta pick it up and put it in the corridor now. Is this how it works, Tom Tom? Is this how we do things?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, I'm supposed to place it in the corridor, but I'm pretty sure I should remove stuff first.
Still on? Okay,
It stopped. I forgot to turn it off. Okay.
That's okay, the customer can figure it out.
Okay. Place the PC. Collect your reward.
Yay!
Collect. Woo, we got $100 for that. And now we have to just leave because we have no one else to tell us what to do.
Okay.
Let's leave.
Time for bed.
Time for bed.
Go to bed.
Go bed.
Go bed.
Okay, so we have a utility bill here. I don't know how much it is, but it says to pay it. And the rent actually tells us how much it is.
If that's not $300, then I call bullshit.
I can choose to skip the day or go to work.
Go to sleep and die.
Okay,
That's
I
a
have
choice.
emails now. Oh my god, look at all the emails. Look at my computer. Remove viruses, clean out dust. That shouldn't be too hard, let's take it. So I have to wait till tomorrow to do any work. Install Motroni Easy Store 500 gigabytes or better.
Yay! But I don't know if you have money for it.
Let's check. What was that? Motroni Easy Store something something. A hard drive, okay. I'm very confused.
Where's the person?
Oh, here we go.
Where's the one that wants to put in water CPU cooling as opposed to air?
So I can choose to have it same day delivery, next day delivery, or 3 to 5 working days. So let's see what else we need and see if we can find ones that are easier.
What about an SAS hard drive where you need a host controller?
Okay, graphics card is fried. Install Sheen GeForce GTX 970 Gamer or better.
They're asking for a GTX,
Yes.
not unless they've been good for Santa. You're only getting a GT.
GTX something something gamer. And I have to look at the email again.
Alright.
A Sheen GeForce GTX 970 Gamer.
970. Usually GeForce names their cards to be GT something else and GTX. The number is whether or not it's better or not. So 970 or better, I guess.
Sheen GeForce. How do I find this thing?
Nothing. So hard. Find good parts.
Okay. 970. $265. Okay, I don't think we can do that one for now.
No, I guess we're screwed.
Okay, so that's the virus scan thing. This one. Okay, so we have to wait on this thing. So I guess we can order this guy's stuff. And be good, I guess. And then we have a virus thing coming in, so this guy we have to wait like a few days. Because unless I want it immediately. We have it in cart. We can get it tomorrow for $80. That might be worth it. Yeah, let's go ahead for that tomorrow. That way I can accept this dang thing. I already bought the components. Okay.
I am again and again.
Oh hey, I can choose what song I want. Select wallpaper.
No,
You don't want me to change the wallpaper?
desktop's cool.
Add or remove programs. The virus scanner should be on my computer.
You're gonna install a virus scanner?
Yep, apparently I have the same USB that I had in that other computer on this one. Because I'm a genius.
And then this is the moment where that virus scanner scans every single file you've ever had, every single time you boot up, every time you launch an application. boosting your usage of your CPU to 100% all the way, all the time. And then you find out that your whole computer is getting a little too hot and your fans are going crazy. And you're like, who's doing this? And you're like, oh, it must be that crappy virus stuff.
Let's just install a bunch more shit.
Do you know how to make a computer the most secure it has ever been?
Install a bunch of junk on it.
Overheat it until it shuts down. Once it's off, nobody can get it. Nobody. It's dead. You want to know the second most easiest way to secure a computer? Plug it. Just rip it right out of the wall.
I'm just installing all this stuff on the computer for no reason.
By popular demand, you want to know the third way?
What?
Throw it in a pool.
Well, I'm into taking a hammer to it, like your dad did.
Oh, but a hammer actually might actually survive, and you don't want that.
How do I do this? Oh, I actually have to have a lights to do that? Huh. Oh, well, let's go home. I don't have to work today, apparently.
Who needs lights to see? You gotta go to bed.
Gotta go bed.
Go to bed.
The customer's PC is here. I could choose just to skip stuff.
Well, the customer's PC is here, but where's the customer? Because you know they're going to come back and argue with you and say you demand that you can do free work. Where's the contract agreements? Because if you don't got a contract agreement, you're going to have this customer at your door 24/7 until they bankrupt you. The same person that goes to McDonald's demanding fresh nuggets until police arrives, that's who your customer would be. That's a small world. You kind of like live right next to.
I'm gonna install this. I randomly open the memory clips. We're gonna install the Mortoni Easy Store. Oh my god.
I mean, it's talking about the hard drive, right?
I don't know.
Wait. Look at the front.
Let me open up this side.
No, it should be just in the front.
It's storage.
Yeah, it should just. It's in below.
It's below? Below where?
Down there.
Down there?
It's usually just in the front. There it is. See it?
Open drive bay?
Yeah. There you go.
Okay, do I remove this thing? This hard drive is long-term memory of the PC. Why are you telling me this? I'm trying to remove it.
Cool facts.
Okay, unplug this stuff. I like how it's not helping us on how to do this at all. Okay. Cable. To here?
Yeah. One for data, one for power. There you go. One to the PSU, one to the motherboard. The motherboard's usually the SATA.
Close the drive.
Unless you have an SAS hard drive, or you have an M8, M2, or a U2. Because if you have an M2 or a U2, apparently you need a bridge on your motherboard. So is it SATA, is it M2 or U2, or is it SAS? Because obviously this game's not going.
This game isn't telling us anything.
And we just built Flutter's third PC. Like, this is the third PC that I've built.
Wait, you built them all for me?
Yeah, I don't know why they're all your PCs now.
That's what you were saying.
So we built her PC, and I got an M2. What's it? U2 or M2? M2.
Who knows?
SSD drive. And because it's an NVMe SSD, in other words, an Intel Optum 900 NVMe M2.
No OS found. Oh, I have to place it. Wait, what? You don't have an operating software on your thing. I have to plug it in and give you an operating software.
Oh, because the hard drive. Yeah, you remove the hard drive, put a new hard drive in, so you have to put an OS on it.
Okay. Wait, does that mean I just took everything out? I just stole all their stuff. All their data is gone.
Yeah, you basically stole all their data.
They're letting me keep this thing too, most likely.
That's cool.
That's nice of them.
Sell it on the black market,
Okay.
all their information.
Turn off power. Let's remove those cords.
Anyways. Got this hard drive. Got this Intel Optim 900 NVMe M2 SSD hard drive. If you like really long names of exactly what you need to know for, a freaking piece of junk, you have to have a bridge to your motherboard. And you have to have a special freaking M2 or U2 cord or something like that. Just because I didn't buy a SATA drive. So, if there's one thing this game's not going to show you is that you're going to get screwed. And
That's a lie. I played this game a bit before and still managed to get screwed.
Yeah, you're going to get screwed in something because there's so many small things that'll get you. And just because I didn't buy a SATA hard drive, all of a sudden I can't do anything with it now. I have to go buy the M2 bridge to the motherboard and the cable and everything, but I'd rather just get a SATA drive and then sell this M2 SSD to somebody else. I don't feel like dealing with it. And this is the second time this has happened because the first computer that I built, when living out here, I actually built 3 PCs out of trash cans before. Anyways, the first one that I built here, where we are, is I bought an SAS hard drive, Seagate. But the thing is, an SAS hard drive will not be able to interact or be understood by a motherboard because a motherboard understands SATA more so than it understands SAS or NVMe. So what you need is an SAS host controller in order to interface with this.
I'm gonna take a second and change their wallpaper for no reason.
So this means you have to have a PCI Express slot open on your motherboard so that you can fit this SAS host controller that will essentially goes from SATA to PCIe to SAS host controller to your SAS hard drive to communicate with it. Rather than just having an SAS hard drive that talks to your motherboard. And I understand a lot of people say this is a lot more performant than all the other stuff, but you got multiple points of failure. I don't usually like that, even if I got the M2 bridge on the motherboard for the SSD that we have right now. That's multiple points of failure. You don't understand. You have to test every single piece of these devices if anything ever goes wrong, and you need to pinpoint exactly which one is bad.
Almost assimilate.
What do you do in that case? You usually just plug and play with a different one. You have to get a whole new one to see if it works or doesn't work. Either that or you have another station that's kind of like a PC help station. I mean, I don't think this game's going to show that.
There we go, all my work's done. New parts available.
Did you level up?
No.
Hey, you got enough for
GeForce
that?
Gamer or better.
You got enough for the graphics card.
Finally.
And I'm pretty sure that's why they put that on level 1. They're like, oh, graphics card, we a gamer. We a gamer. It'd be surprising that a lot of people don't know that a graphics card has its own RAM. And people don't know that it's different than a motherboard's. An onboard motherboard RAM. They don't know there's a difference. Did you know? Let's see. Who was it?
Upgrade to 16 gigabytes RAM. Budget 140. Memory cards.
Oh yeah. Did you know, for the amount of RAM that you have in a PC, in order to have that PC go to sleep, an OS system will create a page file that is equivalent to your RAM.
You're cooler.
So you're gonna find out that if you have 32 gig RAM, you're gonna have like a page sys file that your Windows OS system, if you're using Windows and not Linux or Apple, it's gonna have to create a page sys file that is enough to equate your RAM. Because when your computer goes to sleep, all your changes and everything you've done are held in temporary memory until you go through a sleep cycle with the computer by turning it off or restarting it. It will be all stored in that page sys file when it goes to sleep. So it has to be huge. And you'll find out that's your most massive file if you ever search for it. For Windows, just go into Windows search and then you go file : size gigantic, something like that.
Where do I find the RAM?
Thailand on the mountain? No, it's memory. RAM is memory.
I kept checking here. It doesn't say RAM.
That is RAM.
This game does a horrible job of explaining things. I need 16 gigabytes.
Alright.
Nothing here says 16 gigabytes.
Nope. Actually, what happens is usually a computer has 4 or 8 slots, but it's usually 4, so you want multiples of something to equal 16.
Oh yeah, this is the part where it screwed me. So how do I do this? Do I do like several 4s? Or like 2 8s?
Probably 2 8s.
Okay, so we can get Shane Titan. Oh wait, there's a hint. The budget. 140. Each RAM will cost 140.
Yeah, so 70/70 on that one.
70?
The one that was in top right.
Yeah. Okay.
Because it's an 8 gigabyte. 8 times 2 is 16.
Okay, so I have the heat thing. Why is there a case fan here? I did not order a case fan. Okay, so 70/70 and that thing. And we'll get it tomorrow, so bye now. And now we're negative dollars.
Yay!
Yay!
Cannot pay the bills. PC gaming, PC builder, simulator, simulating your life of debt to society, and building those PCs with their gaming cards.
Remove graphics card. Case part.
Unplug it.
Oh. There we
You know what's
go.
funny is it doesn't tell you to push down the tab on the motherboard to release it from the PCI slot. It doesn't tell you to do that, which is funny. Or you didn't push it hard enough to where it snapped in place. Because if it doesn't snap in place on the motherboard,
Stop.
you are not sure that that thing's gonna come on out when it vibrates all over the place.
I like how everyone's willing to pay you. We don't have that one person who's like, what? I thought you were doing it for free. I guarantee there's gonna be at least one asshole like that.
I only got $100 to survive 3 weeks. Pay me. I don't have to pay you. It's all free. Yeah, you said it was free. How can it be free? I'm gonna die. Sayonara, sucker.
You should be paying me to work on my PC. Free. Okay, PC turned on. Place in corridor.
Place in corridor.
So is this realistic?
I guess it's alright.
I don't think you'd understand this that easily unless you actually built a PC before, because it doesn't. Huh?
I'm missing. I think they're missing some key details on how frustrating this is. Actually, it's not too bad. It's all plug and play. And then,
I leveled up.
and then have a lot of anger to say. Because you're going to find out that when you plug and play something, and you better hope it works, because that 10% of the time when you plug in something, it doesn't work. Like, hey, if you got 4 RAM chips and then one of them doesn't work, what do? How do you find which one actually doesn't work? You're going to have to take out one by one and figure out which one doesn't work. Turn on the computer. How's the computer turned on? Is your computer saying you're missing RAM? Check how much RAM you have if it does turn on. If it doesn't turn on, take out the RAM one by one. Do it all repeated.
I need my PC cleaned.
Turn it off. Find out which one of
Upgrade to 8 gigabytes of RAM. Help quickly remove viruses. Okay, so let's see about the upgrade to 8 gigabytes of RAM. Budget 60. So that tells me which one they want.
can't remove the viruses if they have Meltdown or Spectre. You'll be doomed. And they'll want to cry. Actually, it's funny because most of the time when people think about viruses, they usually just have spam on them. Like, they just have some kind of spamming something, like hijack their browser. And then they go crazy because they think, why does it look like they have rust all over it?
I don't know, I'm supposed to clean dust all over off the computer. This is what dust looks like, right?
You have just an infinite air cam?
Yes. I'm also installing the air cam for some reason. Okay, so let me find the air cooler. Wait a minute, you're able to remove this? I don't think you're able to.
Yeah, you can remove this. But you have to reapply thermal paste.
Oh yeah. I probably should use thermal paste. Yay! I wonder if they would have stopped me if I didn't do that. Why do I need to do this? Game?
Why is it telling you spin?
I don't know. Spin.
PC billing at its finest.
Why am I spinning it? What am I doing? Oh yeah, let me just try face all 4 corners.
Oh, snap into place. Snappity snap. Oh, it wants you to do the arrow correctly.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do, but I can't get it anywhere. It's going to the side like that.
Because airflow, you want out the back.
What am I doing?
Put the arrow towards the back. No!
Well, that was where it was before.
You probably want airflow to go out of the back.
But that's where it was before. I'm confused. But where am I supposed to put this?
Arrow pointing out back. Back.
Right to your left, okay.
If that's what that means.
But that's the opposite of where it was before. It was pointing upwards. Ah!
Yeah, that's good enough.
Good enough.
I mean, I thought that was what it would mean.
There we go. It's connected to the motherboard anyway.
Even though airflow is the most important part of the PC to make it sure it's not a burning, gonna just put it in and say that.
Achievement unlocked. Easy to forget.
What? Oh, the thermal paste.
We didn't do the thermal paste the second time.
We have to take it off now?
Yep.
Well, this game is easy to forget because
Tauntaun's angry.
the thermal paste that you already had it on, you probably have to clean it off if you want to be really efficient with rubbing alcohol. And you don't put rubbing alcohol directly on there, you put it onto a rag or something. Either that or you just slather it all over inside. The motherboard enjoys that one. You know what? Just make your motherboard drunk on alcohol. Then you can both just hang out. Sing about the good old days when you're building that PC.
No, let's hope we got this right.
Well, if you get sued, you'll know. Cease and desist.
Incompatible! Okay, we'll leave that guy there. Okay, so what ones did I get before? I think I got this guy before. Yeah, I got that guy before, so... But I don't know. Let's go with this guy.
Wait.
Time to go. I'm going to bed. Wait, I didn't get money for this. Give me my money.
Oh yeah, motherboard you usually, for the RAM you usually just find what's acceptable. It's a number.
Look at all these computers.
1100, 1300. Series.
Something.
What you do now?
Trying to get the dang ramen. Incompatible, 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 incompatible.
Everything's incompatible.
What exactly am I supposed to be doing here?
Wait. Look at the motherboard.
What am I doing?
What's the motherboard?
Martoni.
Martoni.
Let's go over here and look for Martoni.
No, that's... Wait, go back to the...
What?
Look at the motherboard stats. We'll just tell you.
Martoni value supreme.
What were you doing?
I don't know. What am I supposed to be looking for? It doesn't tell me anything.
No, that number. 21,
That's for a 2.
2... What is that? 2133? I can't see.
Yes.
Okay, 2133 is what you're looking for.
Oh, okay. Like this? I'm gonna leave that in the store for now so I can get other ones.
Yeah, just make sure that was the 16 gig one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, just make sure it adds up to 16.
Replace motherboard. I know it needs a Skylake socket. Okay.
They're asking for some intensive work there.
Okay, this one. Socket Skylake. Add to cart.
Alright.
Let's pick this thing up. I'm gonna leave it open because I hate this person.
Time to go to bed.
No, I haven't done work on these other ones.
Time to go to bed.
You sure like the time to go to bed thing you've been doing.
So is this a person that's asking for a water CPU cooler?
Nope, just wants me to clean the dust out.
Oh, okay.
It's like, clean out the dust out of my computer now!
Oh, easy though.
There we go. And now I need to make sure it can boot for some reason.
I wish I had that.
What?
You could just get paid to clean out people's PCs. That'd be nice.
Tata wants to be the one to fix up people's computers.
Unless you figure out how to do contracts where people won't just do it over. And also you have to create like a good price plan and labor and all that. And then stick by it. Otherwise people will think you're working for free.
People are gonna think that no matter what you do.
Yep. Forever. So you're done?
Done with that one. Next one. I literally just have to boot this one. What?
Oh, install. Install OS?
No, PC can boot to OS, remove viruses.
Oh.
They literally just sent it over here for a virus scan. The geniuses.
Oh, okay. They're lazy.
Tata, you're cute. You're cute. Oh, I didn't insert the drive. Because I'm a genius. Software should just appear on the computer. So what do you think of this game?
I think this game doesn't know that virus scanning, those virus scanners are not the best all the time. Because, wait, you have to remove viruses anyways. Never mind. But anyways, did you know McAfee, the guy that owns and made McAfee, is actually a crazy person that has a lot of weird stories in his life. Maybe you want to look that up. You'll find some weird stuff. He's the guy that says, "Hey, install my virus."
Memory cards again. They're all incompatible.
How's it possible?
2400. Wait a minute. These are all 2400. How are they all incompatible?
Do you have to remove the other one?
Maybe.
You know what it says?
This is upgrade.
Yeah, take it is you usually do, if you have two of them, you do the second slot and the fourth slot. There's a configuration for the motherboard on the accepted RAM positions.
What?
It's usually second and fourth for two of them.
How would a person randomly know this for this game?
I don't know. But that's the way it is.
I get the feeling this game assumes you've already made a computer. There we go.
Alright. I think some configurations have it in 1 or 3. Oh, that's how I remember it for 4 if it's on the right side. I forget for 8 slots. If you have 8 slots for RAM that are on both sides of the heatsink, for like
Wait a
the
minute.
2 and 22. You really have to look at your motherboards.
I just needed to remove that one.
I don't know why I said incompatible. I should have said remove the first one. Remove the one that's in there. Because they were doing a check with the one that was already in there.
Well, we seem to have extra RAM now.
You can never have too much RAM. If you ever need to fill a bankrupt, you go sell that RAM for $10. $10 worth of McDoubles.
It just reminds me of the McDonald's commercial where they're like talking about how they can skip the wedding and get a bunch of cheeseburgers.
Hey, $1,000 can equal a lot of McDoubles. Or in Chippo's case, a lot of milkshake. If the milkshake machine is working. So, sometimes, most of the time it's not.
I like how the store seems to operate on the idea that it's like, oh, you collected enough computers. You did enough computers. We'll now agree to sell you some stuff.
Man, it's a level 2. Can you make it a level 3?
Upgrade not working. Install Sheen Power Cake 600 or better.
What, a PSU, power supply unit? Power supply.
What was it?
Is that what
600.
you talked about?
Yeah. Sheen Power Cake 600. That's what they want? Okay. Missing thermal paste. I bought a PC for you 6 months ago. It's been overheating. Then I realized there's no thermal paste. What kind of business are you running? Fix this for free. Should I do it? Or should I just ignore this person?
Tell them we'll see you.
Clean their PC.
We'll do it.
apply thermal paste.
We did, didn't
That was the person that did the business before us
we? Oh, okay.
6 months ago. What? Things aren't working fast enough. Give me RAM. But then they start talking about plastic black cables for some reason. I have no idea what they want. Whatever.
Plastic black cables?
I don't know why they're talking about plastic black cables, but okay. Okay, let's get this delivered.
They got something against black cables?
Okay, so I gotta replace motherboard.
Yay! Time to plug everything. Oh, okay, now our neighbors are fighting. You know, now the neighbors are using that kind of language, this is definitely going to be demonic.
I removed the motherboard yet.
Now you gotta take out the graphics card.
I gotta take out this first.
Yes. Remember all those little cables that are part of the chassis to the motherboard that you had to put in that I had a connection?
Yeah.
Funny on how does it make you take those out?
That's nice of them.
And there was no backplate. How was there no backplate?
What do you mean?
A backplate to where the processor is for the heatsink.
Okay, I gotta install a new motherboard. The motherboard's invisible.
What are you putting down?
Screws. Into nothing.
Is it like an anchor or something?
I guess.
Is that or I just keep getting chassis that have the anchor already?
Okay, this is in here.
Or what are they called?
Here we go.
Thermal.
Oh yeah. Otherwise they're gonna come and complain to us. Oh, I didn't even put that in there yet. So I'm a genius.
But these heat sinks are so much easier to install than what we had to install.
Really? What about the endless spinning thing we did at first? The endless spinning.
Yeah. But I mean, our heat sink, like the crazy crap we had to do for that. Because I looked at that
I'm gonna
manual.
set it this way, because why not?
I looked at the manual, and this game's not going to tell you, but your motherboard usually has a socket, especially for Intel. Oh, AMD as well. But you're going to have a certain socket, and you have to fit the processor and the heatsink to it. Like, we have a motherboard with an LGA or LG, I can't remember, 1151 socket. So you have to find 1151 processor heatsink to put into it. And then the heatsink's instructions are pretty much like trying to be universal, so they're like really hard to understand until, well, they're really hard to understand entirely. Like for this one, like the other two PCs that I built were not bad with the heat sinks that we got for that. This heat sink its instructions only had pictures, and every picture was it was universal. It was bouncing between Intel and AMD and a whole bunch of different sockets for PCs. I really should have just got a pin and just crossed out which parts of the instructions definitely were not for the PC that we were doing. And the instructions were like a huge long list of maybe 10 pictures on the front side and then 10 pictures on the back side of steps by steps or something. But then the pictures didn't really look like, I don't know, like...
We received $96 to keep on the lights, even though I've had my computer on and never turned it off.
Oh, just electricity?
Yeah.
What about if you had a gas bill? What about water bill? What about cable bill?
That's hardcore mode, Tom Tom.
What about internet bill? What about cable, as in watching TV if you really wanted that? What about food? What about mortgage?
Oh.
What about HOA fees? What about landscaping?
Finding a scene Power King. Okay, so I need to plug in the power source. Okay.
What about phone bill? You got a cell phone. Anyways, the heatsink instructions had like one or two of the pictures, like a diagonal line that had two different sides, and I didn't realize, but one of them was the back plate. And then I was looking for the back plate, like the box that the heatsink came in was a plastic container with a heatsink inside the plastic and had a bag right next to it. So I was looking for the back plate on inside the bag. It wasn't there. I had to grab the entire plastic container and look underneath it. It's on the back side of the plastic container. Like, especially where you're not gonna look. It's just like stuck in there. Like somebody was like, you know what we forgot in this bag? It's a back plate. Let's just like stick it onto the plastic part underneath. Yeah, that's good, Jim. Alright, send it. So, this game's not going to show you that, but you're going to run into some annoying things that you have to do when you build a PC. Not to mention, like I said, the M2, U2, and SAS crap. And this game's not going to show you that even if you install an OS system, sometimes you just have to fiddle around with the BIOS settings for hours on end before the PC will actually run. And that's great. If you ever had to install a Linux distro back in the old days, kind of like you had to fiddle with so many settings just to do it. And if you screw it up, you have to start from the beginning. Something like that.
Oh, I ran 3D Mark.
Installing Linux nowadays isn't hard at all. What is it?
I guess I just have to wait until it's done. I don't know, it's making me run this thing and it's like, didn't like it before. I guess I just gotta run it again. See if it likes it now.
Did you know there's a simulator for like building a car from scratch?
Really? There's a simulator for everything, it seems.
It's cool.
Done yet? Nope. Gotta keep watching this? Okay.
Yeah, you gotta watch that.
I don't know. It's making me though, so okay.
The other thing that this game won't tell you is getting original manufacturer parts is the best you can do. The problem is, it's the best thing you can do. Thing is, 5 years down the line, your computer will be obsolete. So if somebody comes and tells you that they need new parts and something like RAM, you have to those 4-digit numbers. You have to match up the same kind of RAM to whatever the slots allow for the motherboard. In other words, RAM that the motherboard will recognize. You might find out on a 5-year-old computer that you can't find the original manufacturer RAM. You have to get what do we call that? Third party, after party, something like that. You have to get that kind of RAM. And that RAM doesn't work as well as the original manufacturer. Which actually might be worse. Aftermarket, that's what they call it. In other words, this PC is not like market, like something that's still on the market. It's like after the market's done with it. Kind of like before they had the Mobo cables, they had the gray cables. Those long, flat, gray cables that you would go to your peripherals. I think it was more important back in Windows 95 that you would plug in the peripherals like the SATA, Mobos, and gray cables, whatever. It was very important to like plug in the master with the slaves underneath it. Like, master was always at the end, I believe, of the cable itself from the PSU or the motherboard. I think it was just from the motherboard. Do I remember correctly? Yeah, just the motherboard. And then you go slave, master. You go master, slave, slave, slave. One master, many slaves for the peripheral devices.
Here we go again.
You know the sad thing is about the SSD that we got? That we can't use is that this is the time that I finally got the mounting bracket for the SSD. I got 2 of them. Now it's like, I'm gonna go back to an HDD for now for the OS drive, because the other storage is the I drive. It's just enough. They're just going to use storage for HDD. We were trying to do SSD for the OS. So 2 drives. SSD for your OS. All your files and storage go onto the additional HDD drive. But the thing is, the whole M2, U2, it was an expensive drive. So it's kind of like, might as well just go back to HDD for now, for a SATA HDD, because it's cheap. HDDs are tons cheaper than the other one. Don't really need the performance boost that badly, but it kind of sucks because this is the time that I remembered to get the SSD mounting brackets. And that's what this, I don't know if this game probably should show that if you get an SSD drive, you put it in the same drive bays as you do the HDD, but it's best that you have a mounting bracket. And then they don't really tell you this when you buy the SSD, but you probably should buy a mounting bracket. Also, God forbid you lose any of these screws. The screws for the motherboard, the screws for the peripherals, the screws for the hard drives, the screws for anything else. This game is probably not going to show you any of that. But yeah, if you start losing a screw and you're like, oh crap, I have 8 screws that I need to use on the motherboard. I only have 7. Where'd the other one go?
Bongle! The review site.
Also, when you drop screws and you're like, damn. Oh, another upgrade?
Have you checked out Bongle?
Bongo?
Nephew, hello from sunny Spain. Yeah, thank you for ditching me, person. I just surfing on the beach, not wave surfing, internet surfing. Notice your bongo rating is in the toilet. What? Get your star rating up or you'll just be stuck with cleaning and scanning. And a bunch of new parts. Let's check out Bongo real quick.
Yay, bongles.
All programs are already installed.
Install Bongo.
Where do I find Bongo? How do I get to Bongo?
Lightning? Where's lightning?
That's lighting. Can I get Bongo from here? Yep, I can get Bongo for $300. Okay. Auto connect tool 1000.
With Bongo.
Please let me just do that. That's the review site.
You have to buy Bongo?
Yes. I have to buy access to review site and I finally got the ability to auto connect. Let's install Bongo now and see how what people are saying about us.
What a scam. It's like buying Yelp just so you can review your Yelp reviews.
No, so you can read them.
Yeah, review your Yelp reviews.
Dance. You know, if our reviews are in the toilet, it's probably our uncle's fault. My PC's so clean. I wish they put some plastic black for me. Why would I do that?
What plastic black?
Oh, apparently we forgot thermal paste on this one. I like the guy. No business working. Wait, no. This is from... These are from before when we even started working here. So yep, these two are actually ones that we had. They wish that they put in plastic black for me. They wanted us to change wires for some reason. No thermal paste. I like the guy. He has no business working on PCs. This is not the shop you're working for. So this guy fucked us over.
Well, if they really want black, you know what belongs inside? Inside the PC?
Hmm?
Some black PVC pipe they use for plumbing. We can give them some water CPU cooler with a PVC pipe. I don't know why that was somebody's most brilliant idea with the computer. Instead of having fans blow air, let's put water near electrical components.
Well, let's give this guy his RAM. Right? And then I think that's it for this time. Yeah. I don't know, do you feel happy with this? The game.
Yeah, I like it. I think it's kind of missing key details though. About the pain.
And suffering.
But you know, the road to hell is paid good attention, so keep going.
Also, I paid $1,000 so they took up these cords for me.
The ghosts CPU building.
Yes. Yeah, no, every time I turn it on and off, I don't need to pick up those cords. Every single time.
Well, the thing is, they call it PC because it's personal.
Wait, this guy only has good things to say, but he gave us 4 stars for no reason. Okay, time for bed.
Go bed.
Go bed.
Go bed.
End the day. I don't have to go work, but here I am.
Where's your front door?
I don't know. Email.
Where's your kitchen?
Customers are fickle things and not always upfront with what they want. I have to actually read the emails? Why are you making me read them? You want G-Skill parts. You want them new. 8 gigabytes of RAM G-Skill.
G-Skill.
Yeah, they want this one. Or this one. What's the budget? 70? Okay, let's get you a good one. Okay, what else do we need here? What the fuck are you
The game doesn't discuss if somebody tries to steal your package, or if your package gets delivered to the wrong door. Because the upstairs neighbor received our graphics card. Because the person delivering the package decided that we didn't live on this floor, we lived on the other floor.
Okay, so they want more storage. Upgrade to 150 gigabytes of storage. Budget $100.
The other thing this game won't tell you is if you live in the desert or if you live in a place that's really cold all the time, be careful of when you order parts, because if it's at the hottest day of the year or the coldest day of the year, it's going to affect all your components depending
something
on the
for
shipping.
that.
The shipping will affect your stuff. Not to mention, rain does not help RAM survive. Not very well. I got a mouse that the cord is melted.
Let's just save the game and exit. Yep.
No more?
No more.
No more.
No more.
Ooh, where's your kitchen and bathroom?
Well, you want to walk around here? This isn't a house.
What is that?
This is my shop. What? I thought this was my place now. I have to own more of the company to change its name.
What are the other workstations?
They cost 1,000.
What is this one?
Build the second workstation for 1,500. Reach level 8. Level 6.
Why? What's that mean?
Inventory. This is my calendar.
What do you do with the additional workspaces?
I'm assuming I can have computers on them and then walk between them. Because that's helpful. Not really. Okay.
I don't see the point of
Okay. There we go. Bye-bye, Shippy.
that. Bye-bye.